That spectre you fought looked like a harvester.
Banishers and their labels.
He'll surely be back.
So will I.
Benvenuti o bentornati ragazzi, siamo di nuovo su Banisher Ghost of New Eden per continuare il nostro viaggio. Allora siamo in barca con la cercatrice, ci sta portando dalla sua padrona. Eravamo rimasti l'ultimo episodio.
The nearby tribes call it the ill mouth. Stay too long, you'd get sick.
Is that why Ceridian's wards wane faster than they should?
That is because she's dying.
Perché sta morendo? Chi? La sua padrona sta morendo? La vita è un viaggio, la morte non è che una tappa, sì. Segui la cercatrice, parla. Quell'incantevole giro su Ergen-Kuli.
All we're missing is the hailstones and the Russia at our heels.
I'm sure we can arrange something.
Siamo sopravvissuti.
You do plan the best escapes.
Ok, parliamo con lei invece, si può. Awa Sul lì, che è la sua padrona. Questo, non ho capito se è un tipo o una tipa, non... A volte gli danno del lei, del femminile, a volte del maschile, non si capisce. Siamo arroganti, un po' sì. Ceridian è la sua padrona, l'altro è il mostro.
Are those soldiers?
That, Miss Duarte, is All Souls Army.
Al sole è quello che abbiamo affrontato prima. Ceridian è, è la sua capo, il suo capo. Della tua
I
mente.
could tell you quite a lot, but I'm not going to. She's a very old witch who's tended this very
Ok,
big
Ceridian è la
garden
sua
for a very
padrona,
long time.
ragazzi.
That's it?
Believe me, that's more than enough.
Ok, posso fargli anche l'ultima domanda o no? Siamo arrivati? No? Ma dove siamo? Sto giro in barca alla God of War. Bello, però l'atmosfera mi piace tantissimo. Ci sono degli spiriti,
There is much power here.
C'è molto potere.
Oh, you noticed that, did you? Like I say, welcome to Ceridian's Island.
Ma ci sono degli spettri lì in giro, però non facciamo niente. Ok, noi mentre attracchiamo.
She's at home and expecting you.
E a casa e vi
Follow the path
aspetta.
until you find a black pond near ancient ruins.
Ok,
I'll
ragazzi.
see you there soon enough.
Va bene. Non possiamo andare insieme che ci accompagni, facciamo prima, no?
How does she do that? It's a trick, right?
There's more to that one than tricks. The girl is gifted.
La ragazza ha un dono. Va bene. Seguiamo il sentiero. Noi poveri mortali, invece, trova Ceridian. Ok. Siamo dentro qua.
This would do nicely if I wanted to put my legs up.
Non è male per riposare, ma basta, deve sempre riposare questo qua.
Hanging dolls. Witches do like to be creepy.
As a child, I made dolls just like those.
Non avevo dubbi. Visto anche lui. No, di qua no. Di qua c'è, boh, non so cos'è, pirite, no? Quello lì, ragazzi.
Seeker's Black Pond. I can see why they call this the ill mouth.
Di qua?
What is that?
Antea?
Dove è andata Antea? Abbiamo perso Antea, ragazzi. Qua non si può, no? Posso entrare?
No, that's not quite true. I knew who I was. It's just I was lost and I had nowhere to go. I had no when to go. Does that make sense?
Ma
Time lays traps for the dead. It's never fair.
non era demolita la casa, ragazzi, da
His
fuori?
voice was a beacon.
Un ologramma?
The
Un
light in the
incantesimo?
darkness that led me back to me. And to the world.
Lei,
You have a
Siridian?
powerful connection, you two. Or will have. Or had. Possibly all three.
Oh.
And here he is.
Sì, è lei,
the
Siridian.
Banisher. Greetings.
2,30 metri.
Good day.
Come, sit. It's been too long.
Have we met?
Of course we have. Just now. Also later. Decades
Decenni
ago.
or sono.
Never mind. It's good to see you, Red McRae.
I told her our story. I hope you don't mind.
Such an ordeal. I'm so very sorry you have to go through it. How hard it must be for you both.
Ok.
Thank you.
But now you're here together, and I'm glad. Because you'll only be able to end this together.
Ok. Perché non ci sono indigeni? Proviamole
Why
tutte,
have we
ragazzi.
found so little native presence in New Eden?
They have been here,
Ma non si sono mai
but they
fermati.
have never settled. Wise men and women know that the region, the Maya marshes especially, are rotten.
Is that why you settled here?
È per quello che ti sei stabilito.
Here, the hem is thin and frail, and the mire rich in agitated spirits. It is also secluded and hard to find. Both excellent reasons to remain. Here, we may hide away and mend the hem.
E riparare l'orlo. Ok, dobbiamo reclamare il corpo di Antea.
We must reclaim Antea's body. But Seeker tells us the meeting house can't be reached. The fog cannot be crossed.
Seeker is right. The fog is the nightmare.
La nebbia è l'incubo. L'incubo genera la nebbia?
The nightmare makes the fog, you mean?
The fog is the nightmare. The nightmare is the fog.
Ah, sono in simbiosi,
Each
tipo.
grows the other as their influence strengthens. It taints everyone all through New Eden. It clouds their minds and distorts their vision. But you have already cleared the Darkwoods. The work has begun. It must continue.
Deve continuare, va bene. Chi sei tu esattamente?
Who are you exactly? Who is Seeker?
We, Banisher, are witches.
Sono streghe.
Aye, that much I knew.
Sei legata all'ira degli Siridia, mi suona anche a me.
Ceridian. Name sounds very familiar.
To a Scotsman, it should. Once, a long time ago,
Un vecchio amico.
I too was named Seeker. An old friend called me Ceridian. Little Seeker, he said.
Ceridian, aye.
When I needed a new name, I took the one he'd given me. Or at least a form of it that fits my tongue. Ceridian. Fits me well, I think.
Vabbè, perché portarci qui?
You brought us here. Why?
You have many questions, and I have little time.
Your novice mentioned it. I am sorry.
I am not.
A lei no.
Soon I'll be one with the trees, root and bark. But that is not why I asked you here. Dearest dears, the path ahead is yet unclear. But know this. If you are to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open.
Dovrete aprire il
Open,
cuore.
of course, to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
L'incubo è più... Come possiamo sconfiggerlo?
How can we defeat it? How can we even begin to match its power?
You surrender unconditionally.
Le tue risposte sono un po' criptiche, Siridian.
When you died, dear Antea, New Eden crumbled, but some yet live. Seek them out, help them.
Trovateli e
Nightmare
aiutateli.
won't like that.
No, you are, after all, a threat to her existence. And rightly so. She believes you cannot reach into her domain. She is
Dovremmo fargli cambiare idea, ragazzi, in qualche
There is
modo.
a way. The void, a dreadful place beneath both the incarnate and the invisible. When you have learned to walk the void, you may use it to enter the nightmare's den.
Nel covo dell'incubo, ragazzi.
You must free the people of New Eden from her grip.
Ok, aiutare i responsabili del nostro destino. Cos'è il vuoto?
What is this void? If there's a place beneath the incarnate and the invisible, this is the first I've heard of it.
Now you have, and not before time. That's enough for now.
Ok.
Is it safe? What will we find there?
Who knows what you'll find? It ebbs and flows, expands and contracts, twists and turns, but you won't find safety.
Ma sicuro.
In the void, safe has no meaning.
Sì, parli un po' per enigmi, Siridiane. Qui è un po' strana la
You
cosa.
must escape.
Subito fuggì.
In places, the void is breached. Follow the beacons. Do not stray, and all will be well. Our seeker crafted you a tuning key.
Diapason?
With it, you may open the
Cos'è un
breach.
diapason?
Don't linger. Time is fickle.
Vabbè, mostrami i tuoi beni. Cosa...
Would a hedge witch have something interesting in her swamps for a banisher?
I always have,
Come sempre.
and I always will.
Vediamo cos'è che c'ha. La tua borsa 171. Le cose costano un vendi. Cosa posso vendere? Fibra, in possesso 7. Prezzo 500, in possesso 1. Ma cosa se gliele vendo, cosa mi... Vabbè, intanto non ti compro niente perché non so. Allora, l'incubo.
The nightmare in the meeting house was by far the most powerful ghost I've ever faced. From where did it come?
Unforgiving wrath is a bottomless well for vengeful spirits. But in this case, I suspect an even more vile source involved.
Ok, cosa sai di Deborah? In che modo la bestia era legata all'incubo?
We know the beast was linked to the nightmare. We're not so clear on how.
Through the beast, the nightmare inflicted its curse upon the settlers.
Attraverso la
The
bestia.
beast was its avatar.
Era un avatar.
I'm sure it has others.
What are they exactly?
They are manifestations of her power. They may also represent her only weakness. The nightmare's spirit was shattered by the violence that created it. Properly studied, the pieces may provide the key to lifting her curse.
Ok, che cosa sai di Deborah?
What do you know of Deborah?
Deborah.
Not much. I have avoided the people of New Eden for decades. I do know she was tried for witchcraft.
Was she a witch? Was she one of yours?
Would it matter if she was? She was no witch. She was a woman, a victim of the basest of human fears.
Ok. Indietro. Come sapeva cercatrice dove trovarmi?
By the beach as I drowned. You sent Seeker to find me. How did you know where to look?
Perché è una strega.
Are you asking an old hedge
sapevo
witch
che
how
rispondeva.
she knows what goes on in her own garden?
Ok, lo sapevo che rispondeva
The
così.
woods and rivers are full of friendly claws.
Perché
And
parla con le
figures
piume,
and
ragazzi.
Scales.
Ok,
I always know what I need to know.
va bene.
I guess that's the best answer we can expect.
It is the best of all those I've tried, dearest dears.
Ok, abbiamo trovato un oggetto maledetto.
We recently came across a cursed item and thought you could help us cleanse it.
La purifica.
Really? Why us?
Well, you know, spells, curses, witches.
Beh, Redon.
I was
No. È
teasing.
buffo vederti così
How
contrito.
fun it is
Contrito.
to see you squirm. There are many ways to enchant an item or dispel its curse. Seeker may be of help. Go talk to her.
Anche a lei piace canzonarti.
Sì,
Canzonarti vuol
likes
dire
to
prenderti
tease
per il
you
culo,
too.
ragazzi. Benissimo, addio.
Thank you, Ceridian. We'll be off.
Before you leave, tell me, what did you choose?
Cosa avete scelto?
What do you mean?
Each of you made a promise to the other. What was it? What did you choose?
I chose to stay.
Lives for a life. An expensive bargain.
I made a promise. I'll pay the price.
I
Giusto.
do not judge the deal. I worry about the cost.
E vabbè, ma sei tutta gente colpevole.
The tuning key is on the table.
Il diapason è
In
sul
the
tavolo.
vault, it will protect you.
Is on the
Seeker
table.
waits at the pool to show you the way.
Ne abbiamo rubato qualcosa. Il diapason di sinistra realizzato a mano apre brecce nel vuoto. Va bene. E di qua devo andare. Arrivederci, signora gentilissima. Salve. Bella la casa. Che fuori non è.
Over here, banishers.
Dove? Ah, è là, ok. Andiamo da lei. Parla con la cercatrice.
Ceridian gave us a tuning key.
Ci ha dato un
How
diapason.
you pull your little disappearing trick.
It's no trick. It's what we do to survive. Too many bastards out there want us dead.
So what we saw on the other side of the island, that was a void breach.
Yes. You'll be using them too. But not this one. Not yet. There's another one, a little ways off, in the back of a cave. Use that one for now. This one is special. It's the last and only way into New Eden town since the bridge burned down.
We could go back to New Eden right now?
Why would you want to do that? The nightmare is strong. She has New Eden by the proverbials. Loosen her grasp, and maybe,
And
just
maybe,
maybe,
forse,
you
e
could walk through that
forse.
breach and live.
All right, all right. We get it.
You have your tuning key. Hold on to it for dear
A
life.
qualsiasi costo.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Once through the breach, there's no turning back. Keep going and don't look back.
Quante cose. Vabbè, abbiamo trovato un oggetto.
We found a cursed object.
An object? What object?
A chest. Locked and evidently cursed.
A curse could mean different things, depending. What do you think happened?
We found it in the wilderness. We think maybe someone bound a spirit to it for protection.
Ah, I do believe you found a chest belonging to Fear God.
Fear God? Chi?
I'm sorry, who?
Sorry,
Fear
who?
God Waterbury, local holy man. Hermit,
Un
died
eremita.
years
È
ago.
morto anni fa.
On my wanders I'd meet his ghost from time to time.
A volte incontravo il suo fantasma in giro.
More bark than bite, though.
Did he have a thing for making cursed boxes?
Fear God Waterbury had a talent, and he used it to lock things away. Things he considered too dangerous to leave free.
Vabbè, come quanti bauli ci sono?
Ah, chest. How many more are there?
I didn't ask, and he didn't say. I know it's more than one. I guess it's a lot more than one. He had a thing for collecting.
Vabbè, sono le
trinkets
cose
and locking them up for
collezionabili,
safekeeping.
ragazzi, se vogliamo andare in giro a prenderle, ma a me onestamente non mi interessa, voglio andare avanti con la storia perché mi straintriga.
He wasn't wrong.
Si può uscire da quelle cose qua? No, come li
How did we get it
apriamo?
open?
Why would you want to open it? That's demonology, and I'm not one for stepping in no demonology. Even if old Fear God wasn't the worst. But from what he told me, Fear God Waterbury,
teneva un
the man,
rituale
not his ghost, kept a ritual of unbinding in
di
his breviary.
svincolamento
Do you have this breviary?
del
No,
breviario.
but I know he can find it. He spent his last years in seclusion, deep in the dark woods. Go northeast from the hunters' camp. Keep to the east side of the trail until you can turn south. You should come to a clearing.
Sì, grazie carissima, ma onestamente non ci andrò
You forget
mai.
things sometimes, so here, I'll write it down for you.
Ok, addio.
We'll be going. Hope to talk
Andiamo
again
avanti
soon.
ragazzi, se no stiamo qua 12 ore a parlare.
I do so enjoy our little chats across the hem.
Ok, cosa devo fare? Entra nel vuoto.
We're looking for a breviary belonging to a demonologist that Seeker met after his death.
Come faccio a entrare nel vuoto?
In order to learn how to cleanse malignant spirits bound to cursed objects.
Remember Balthazar H. Frenhofer's teaching. Efficient, adaptive, versatile.
Di qua?
Is this Seeker's Cave?
Only one way to find out.
Andiamo a vedere. Entriamo nel vuoto ragazzi, se è possibile, se è fattibile. Qua, qui c'è il borsellino, prendi. Siridian ha preparato tutti gli ingredienti per il rituale, per questa volta prendili pure, ma la prossima volta preparateli da solo. Cercatrice, simpaticissima come sempre. Esegui il rituale, viaggio nel vuoto, esegui. Vediamo.
My God, where are we?
Remember what we were told. Follow the beacons. Move fast. No looking back.
Ok, va bene, mi muovo veloce, non guardo in giro, non guardo indietro. Seguo i beacon, che sono i segnali. Adesso siano questi. Vabbè, che posto inquietante, ragazzi. No, di qua, scusa.
Lifeless.
This is the realm of the dead.
È il reame dei morti,
This is the
ragazzi.
underworld.
Let's not linger.
Chi è che se la ride? Scusi. Chi è che se la sta ridendo?
Did you hear that?
Yes, keep moving.
Sì, sì, continuo a muovere.
There, our way out.
Qui? Una via d'uscita dove?
What is going on?
I know that voice from long ago. I banished its owner.
What does that mean?
It means we must leave,
Dobbiamo
now.
andarcene
The
subito.
next beacon is dead. Oh, what new abomination is this?
I'd say
All'interno del
some
voto i nemici
used
possono
as a
ripristinare la propria
cell
salute, anche i poteri dell'antea sono amplificati fino a più danni agli spettri. Ok. Maestizia. Chi sarebbe? Buongiorno.
Every totem killed makes it stronger.
Have some of this.
Mi ha preso. No, vorrei colpire gentilmente qui. Red, come cazzo ti chiami qua? Facciamo così che la risolvo. Ok.
Time to end this monstrosity.
Careful!
Vediamo di
Once more, we'll feel it.
epurare un po' di ghiottone qua che pesante, lo sistemo. Ok. Adesso tocca... No, questo volevo selezionare. Tormento alfa. Che sarebbe un...
Can I join in?
Sì, prego.
I can help.
A posto?
From what hold of this horror crawl?
Da che buco è
I don't
uscito?
know, but we need to go.
Va bene, andiamocene. Esegui il rituale, viaggio nel vuoto. E l'uscita, ok, esegui. Ok, siamo usciti.
The hell was that? Ceridian's key was supposed to get us through unnoticed.
I don't know.
Il vuoto scoperto sono mostrati sulla mappa con questa icona, sì. Qua c'è della roba. Lana. Della lana abbiamo trovato, ragazzi. E che cosa? Colpo in canna? Ah sì? Vediamo. Abbiamo un fucile nuovo? Serio? Ma questo fa più male. I danni al punto del fucile aumentano al 20%. Ciascun punto del... Vabbè, usiamo questo. Vediamo se è più... Al massimo dobbiamo migliorarlo. Lo miglioreremo, ragazzi. Filmatino.
Are you all right?
I'll do. But that nightmare over there, we know so little about it. That worries me. What about you?
Whatever the reason, that nightmare is here because of something these men and women did. New Eden reeks of their guilt. I died because of them. Curse these people. Curse them and their secrets and their sins.
Segreti, peccati che nascondono, signori.
We'll get there.
We always do.
Are those breaches really safe?
We were protected.
You heard the whispers, the despair, and that one voice. It called to you. Something knew you were there. It saw you. I thought... For a moment, I thought of them. Those poor butchered boys.
I ragazzini
In
massacrati.
the void I heard their screaming. Weans. Sent to die for their sultan's pride. It was like I was back in the Balkans.
Nei Balcani parlano del sultano ottomano, quindi perché i Balcani erano occupati dall'impero ottomano in passato. Ho concesso l'ascesa a quei fantasmi. Ora ho concesso l'ascesa.
Those ghosts are gone. You asked for their ascent and I gave it to them. They're not in the void.
I know. This void. Is it hell? Like in the scriptures?
The scriptures. Whose
Le
scriptures?
scritture di chi?
It's just a... What if all the teachings of my youth were wrong? What if what we just saw is what awaits me for my sins? I became a banisher to help the living by ending the suffering of lingering ghosts. But we don't end their pain. We condemn them to an eternity of suffering. We curse them.
Rory, you are the kindest, most compassionate banisher I have ever
Sei
met.
l'epuratore più gentile e
Don't let an
compassionevole.
old god scare you into thinking otherwise.
This void is the work of no god. What if they come back? What if the souls I blamed come for me? They'd have every right.
The spirits of the living are consumed in the ritual. They're not coming back. All is well. As long as we stay together, all is well.
Aye. All is well. Right.
Grazie di essere rimasti con me fino ad ora. Lasciate un bel mi piace, iscrivetevi e alla prossima. Ciao ciao!